Okay. Um, let's do some bare basics here. I don't think I'm gonna be bothering with tags. It is, for example, people who um are regulars. I really need to have a new title card for like future Minecraft streams. Um, and Minecraft is 11 years old now. Okay, so first, I like to make some excuses for why I haven't been playing Dragon Quest VIII this past. So, um, this mainly. I've gotten back into Minecraft. Um, and what have I been streaming Minecraft? Well, it's. I mean, just look at this. I mean, seriously, like this. Um, I still have quite a lot of work to do here, and that's mainly what I'm going to be doing. Is just building and trying to discuss um, to some extent. I say go ahead and let's see. Okay, so they're changing some inputs around, and I'm gonna do output projector. There we go. So I can see chat if anyone happens to be asking any questions or anything. Um, so I've just gotten back into Minecraft. I'm working, continuing work on New Sheah Palace. And to be perfectly honest, um I've just not been particularly in the mood to play Dragon Quest VIII because well, it's gotten grindy. Like even with the multiplier cheat I'm using, and okay, someone just spamming the freaking chat with. Let me actually Um, okay, this is the first time I've actually had to. It was one to break into Minecraft streams, and there we go. Yeah, I was gonna get some dirt so I could. What is that? Oh, huh. Oh, there you go. I want mod. There we go. Now let's just quick. Um, throw the Pennsylvania in for just quickly there. Like I am. Thank you. This is the very first time I've had to moderate anything. So I'm like fumbling to how do I ban people? Like I'm not necessarily personally bothered by it, but like I my policy is based on what game I'm playing is more or less the rating of the stream. So like M-rated game, M-rated stream. Now, granted, this kind of behavior I probably would not even I would probably not tolerate on even on an M-rated stream. Which I think I'm working on. Anyway, okay. What was I talking? Dragon Quest VIII. So that is probably gonna be on hold indefinitely. Um, like I may have some time be um, just sort of having fun with the PlayStation 5 and Cyberpunk, but I'm not even sure what I'm actually gonna do in terms of streaming with the PlayStation 5 before Cyberpunk, because like the game that I probably would most want to just play at this point would probably be um Spider-Man Remastered, but there's two problems with that. One, it's on my Patreon list. Like, granted, I do have actually having a precedent for that at this point. Um, the closest thing that I have precedent for it wasn't an actual stream or a let's play, which was I had like Resistance and the Fall of Man and the Tal Lucanar um on my Patreon list. unfunded, fortunately, because if I tried to actually play them for Pixelwane, I found out that they were quite to my taste. So, you know, I guess my lesson learned is that before I add anything to the list, I actually need to like properly vet it, like play it for at least a little bit to, unless I know like it's in a genre that I like that I enjoy to some extent, or was part of a series that I've enjoyed. Like I'm thinking of replacing Tales of Hysteria with Tales of Zillia. That's not like it has that's just unrelated. Um um because I played Hysteria for a little while before I streamed and I enjoyed it all right, I suppose, but um Zillia's got that theme song by J-pop goddess Ayumi Hamasaki, so yeah. Um okay. So I could kind of talk about this build. Um this is a recreation of oh, hey Ellie. Oh no, my cat's waking up. And she's just laying down. Um, this is from the expansion to The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion called the Shivering Isles, and this is the big palace from that game. This is based on a build I need to actually look up who it was made by. Um, I need to give proper credit, even though like well over 50% of this build is like my own additions and tweaks and alterations and also but that I've created this. Okay, this is Emoticon 11. I've been recreating it in survival as well as adding like everything in the back, a good amount of the interior. Um, like it's difficult to quantify just how much of this is mine, but I would say like just from like how long it's taken me to build. Um, I'm just gonna like guesstimate that like at least 50% of this is my own personal expansion upon it. And yeah. So anyway, so the other thing, which if you haven't noticed from the title, um, I'm getting a PlayStation 5, uh, probably on Friday. That's the way it's currently estimated to arrive. I ordered it from Fingerhut, um, for $1,000, but it's a bundle with an extra controller. I believe I already mentioned this in a previous stream. An extra controller. It has a Turtle Beach stealth headset, um, which I believe is the top of the line for one of the top of the line options, at least. Um, Unfortunately, because I'm a streamer, I probably will not be able to um, uh, take advantage of the 3D stereo sound, at least until they allow it to go for speakers, like they're supposedly working on that. But then I'm going to run into the problem of is it going to um, is it going to sound right? Because my issue on a technical level is that I need to output sound to you guys, to my viewers, and Sony hasn't figured out that everyone who's shooting from the PS5 is going to want to use the built-in streaming options. There's a number of reasons why I don't want to use it. Yeah. Um, First and foremost, this whole thing, the overlay, um, the green screen, like all of this fancy stuff. Um, can't really do that with PS5. So yeah. Um, so what I started to do in terms of audio is, well, first, the Elgato is a piece of crap. Um, or at least the HD60 is. The Outer Media also is good for 4K. I can pass through 4K. That's the other reason. But the first and foremost was latency. Um, with having next to no latency, I can, you know, um, output the audio for OBS, go into my headphones, I can listen to the game with very little delay, or echo or anything. So, um, great. So, what if I want to use headphones on my console? Well, I can't because that cuts the audio off from speakers. Now, so it, supposedly they're working on a way to do the 3D audio through speakers. The problem then would be that if the audio is engineered to go through speakers, um, then it might sound a little off on my headphones. That's my concern. Um, my preference would be to just have an option to output the audio for two devices. Just let me listen to it through the speakers. That is to say, output for HDMI, so that you guys can hear the game, and then I get the 3D audio through my headphones that are connected directly to the PS5. That would be ideal. Now, granted, I probably couldn't use the microphone for it because obvious reasons. I still have to use my Turtle Beach desktop mic, but still, I mean that's what I'm using already. So I haven't heard any complaints about it yet. So I think this is how it. Now I went to the credits thing. I did zoom. I got my PS4 version. This is how I tend to build things. I'll construct it in Creative on PS4, and then translate it to oh dang it, my cat wants to play now. You can't play. I'm busy streaming. Oh, well. Well, you've got a fish for me. You got a fish for me to throw. Once you get unstuck. Hmm? Are you stuck? Oh. Hmm? Hmm? There you go. Mm, Check the fish. It's behind the box. You do have object permanence, don't you? No, it just disappeared as far as you're concerned. Well, here's a mouse. Here's a mouse sheet. Okay, go get it. There's, I well, I don't have anything else to throw. For liking to play fetch, you sure don't play it very well most of the time. I swear, my cat likes to play fetch. I'm not lying. This isn't something. Okay, yeah, I think this is just. Yeah. Okay. So I was doing it right. Wait, what? I think just, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Damn it, how do I've fallen and I can't get up. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. It's to waste some dirt. Okay, now she's playing. So I basically built it in creative on my PS4. I have two screens. Actually, I have three screens total. Um, I have screens hooked up to my PS4. Uh, this is my technically my full screen display. This is made for Animal Crossing, in case you didn't figure that. This is sort of an impromptu thing. Um, 'Cause I just wanted to announce, like, hey, I'm gonna start streaming some PlayStation 5 stuff. So anyway, okay. So the other, last thing that the bundle has is Spider-Man Miles Morales with the Ultimate Edition with Spider-Man Remastered, which was currently on the Pixels Plays um, list. Now, because no one's funded it yet, um, the rule that I'm toying with anyway is that even if it's unfunded, it's kind of open game if I just suddenly get a hankering to play it. Um, so, um, which is just a little weird because I feel like people who have actually like, paid for stuff might feel a little cheated. Um, at least once they reach the point where people start actually wanting to pay for stuff. So the person who's paid for stuff is so far it's a friend of mine who probably wouldn't care. Um, that much if I just started playing something else. Um, and besides, like anything that's unfunded is just something that I put on the list. The entire list is curated currently by me. At least until someone's insane enough to donate to do a $20 Patreon. Um, okay, what am I doing here? What? Okay, how does this work even? Okay, I guess that's all I need to do. Actually, um, so anyway, my concern is that at least when people start, you know, doing donations to Patreon, that they'll basically kind of feel like my rule about streaming stuff that isn't funded just sort of on my own is bullshit. Um, but there's also sort of the rule that like every other stream, roughly every other stream I'm going to do is going to be, my choice. Damn, I need to freaking, so it could be something that I feel like, well, it could be something up on the list that's, uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm probably just overthinking the problem because basically something that's not funded is like I have to. I'm thinking I'm just going to lay down a sort of the ground rule that like anything that's not funded on the list is um one something I can remove from the list for kind of any reason. Like One is because the obvious reason it just isn't being funded. No one cares about it, or at least no one cares enough about it to pay to see me play it. Um, I mean, as I start actually gathering patrons, hopefully, um, uh, there'll be a more definite gauge of like interest. Um, so there'll probably just be a degree to which it's going to be. It may even end up being at least again long term when I get patrons. It may be just uh, a thing that if something is just not funded for so long, I just will take it off the list. So basically, there's two things I can do with a game that is not received any funding. One is I can take it off the list, and two, I can just go ahead and play it. Um, I mean, going ahead and playing something at this point is kind of just screw it. Like I don't have any patrons currently anyway. Um, eventually it ended just being more or less like, okay, I don't care how little interest there is in this, or the fact that it stays zero. That no one cares enough to donate toward me playing this game. I really want to play it, and it's never going to happen unless I just go ahead and play it. That is, if it's something I want to play badly enough, or I just have a hankering to play it. As it stands right now, it's going to be okay. So they're out of the way. I think it's just going to be a freaking rule. I think I've decided that before. I've debated and decided that before. It just come up again. The more kind of important reason why I'm hesitant to go ahead and play it is because it's not. It's almost certainly not going to be a complete run because Cyberpunk's coming out. So, like, as soon as it comes out and I have access to it, which will hopefully be at least, if not the day of, then relatively close to the day of, for like a couple days. Because like right now it's listed as fast ordered, which is I'm getting that for Fingerhut too. Um, because I'm poor. And we'll likely continue to be poor because of all the stuff I'm buying from Fingerhut. Um, at the very least, I have a plan um, for the PS5, which is to use my tax return. I have to at least if you're just really biting me, then don't bother to get on my lap. But enough about my financial woes. Um, Also, I should mention another aspect of my plan for Cyberpunk, um, which is that I'm thinking I'm going to uh, basically record my character creation, uh, basically do that as a pre-recorded segment. Um, Now, if I actually had a viewership, this is who cared about this at this point. I would be asking for some feedback. Uh, like, do not bite me. I mean, feel free to leave feedback if in the comments or anything point. Um, or chat if you feel it, or just engage with the chat because okay. Um, but okay. So the main reason why I want to do character creation pre-recorded is because, well, basically whatever character I'm creating, I want to use as like a thumbnail, and I can't do that unless um, I mean, I could create a temporary thumbnail or even just a thumbnail for the first part. Um, I might have a few ideas for like just like maybe have a like the silhouette of the default female character or whatever. See if I can do something with that. But like I've heard that character creation is really extensive and involved, so you know I may there may be a like a point to just keeping character creation into its own segment, regardless, and rather than having to like bother with um having to cut off and then like wait like however many minutes for YouTube to process the video and process it. I want to make a separate segment, or having to like go through and do all the work of like changing all the details, setting up a brand new stream with a different title. It could like I'm freaking lazy, so like just doing it as a video. Also, like even if there are a lot of people who are like tuning in to like be interactive with the character um, creation process, um, which should be kind of the only point of doing it live. Um, like I don't have any regular viewers who have up a particular rapport with, where I'd like value their feedback basically. Like no offense to anyone who is has actually engaged in chat before. Um, like I'm not even sure why people would take offense. Um, like it might be fun to like create a character with other people's feedback. Um, I think I got most of the grass to grow. Like I did a whole bunch of terraforming earlier. You could really see the like render radius for grass spawning. Yeah, but it'd be interesting. I did like a double screen. Actually, I couldn't do that. I don't have two capture cards. Um, Actually, I technically do the Elgato. Well, it'll be extremely late, and I am still waiting down the Elgato anyway. So okay, so anyway, my current plan is to pre-record character creation, upload that, and then well, upload not upload um okay um pre-record character creation, do some screenshots, um produce a title card based on a screenshot of some sort of screenshot of the character fully clothed, ideally. Um, because rumor has it that there's going to be like certain customization options. Like I'm really hoping that like there's not going to be like any um like yeah I'm really hoping that like Twitch is prepared for this. And is it just gonna like we're not gonna have mass banning to everyone who streams Cyberpunk because I mean that's gonna be a very popular game I imagine, and if like the characterization involves explicit nudity and just streamer after streamer after streamer gets banned. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do? Like, is there going to be an actual like censorship like option like in the menu for streamers who don't want to get banned? I don't know. I was hoping that like Twitch and YouTube I don't know what they're. I'm pretty sure they have a fairly lax policy on nudity if it's at least if it's part of the base game. So I mean like if they had like a if they were banning people, there'd be a bunch of people playing The Witcher free and getting banned. We know that. But I do. Um, but I'm not sure why I'm filtering this. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, damn it. For that reason, too. There we go. No! I really need to make it day so I can fucking see better. Also, that grass can grow. And also kind of. Where did my bed go? I think it's over here. And which tower was I working on? I was working on the. Sure. I was working on this one. But apparently, I'm working on the one in the northeast. Yep, okay, northeast corner. Clockwise it is then. I think that might be all I have to discuss, so I might just continue off stream. Unless someone like begs me to keep showing this riveting gameplay of me like I think I'll just finish this tower for like some inspiration for fire designs. Great. Now I'm on it, so got to go all the way back down and also how to do epic builds in survival. Peaceful survival, typically, but a lot easier to recover from fall damage. I wasn't necessarily counting on it, but I'm just. I'm gonna need more of crimson material. I believe I have some crimson wood in the store, so probably not gonna be running out for a while. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, then tippity top. Then once I get some oak, um, I believe I'm using oak. It looks like oak. Oak fence, two of those are going to be up here eventually. I need to complete that part too. Whatever. Um, okay, I don't have. So I built that up for nothing. I'm probably gonna just check my map. Um, Be careful when deconstructing this. Either we'll probably do it manually until you like reach, like, I don't know, maybe even here, because otherwise there's a chance it'll like fall on top of something and then you have to go back up to recover it. So ideally you should have an axe. That's one spire done, then 3 more to go, and then a bunch of other spires and other little exterior features. I could do like a little more of a tour just for fun. So I probably will not be streaming again until with this announcement out of the way. I probably will be streaming again until um, Friday evening or so. Maybe if I get bored on Thursday, I'll do like possibly one last stream of Dragon Quest 8. I mean, I might. Okay. Oh yeah, and as for Spider-Man, basically, I pretty much made it clear. Um, Granted, I could always just start playing it and then resume once I really not necessarily once I'm done with Cyberpunk. Once I'm done with Cyberpunk, I'm going to be playing the first playthrough request. So I'm not sure what I should keep on the list for like determining when I'm going to resume playing Honorable Spider-Man remastered. So anyway, I take a few creative liberties. Some of the materials are a little different from what was used in the original build. I believe the original build I think used Bacillum on the side too. I'm pretty certain. Um, but I got since the original build like had some different materials, I was trying to use something that like more interesting, and it uses more modern materials than the original build did. Um, Also, I believe these spikes were made of diamond for some reason, even though they're like clearly more metallic. material or grayish material in the game. So I used also diamonds. For survival is way too expensive. So I think I used some like light gray, I believe, concrete. That's like this look of, and the different colors for the roofing is different from how it is in the game. Like this is like since um Sheragora, changes likes to change things around every now and then. So any creative liberties are artistic interpretation. And I mean clearly we are Sheragora if you can see from the avatar here. Um yeah, like this is an insane amount of time, an insane amount of materials. Just like this is probably one of the most ambitious parts of this entire build, and it's pretty much complete. Like the facade, the front, the courtyard is complete. Um, Actually, there's one little feature I want to show off here. This is definitely an addition that I've made. I actually like went into the Elder Scrolls construction set and um, looked at the layout. I should have to figure out how to do a new T flip flop design to get this to work because the Bedrock update screw some of the redstone. So, oh, I don't have this done yet. This is where the green mode supply is supposed to be. So we have to work on that. There's another secret passage that I'll show off. Um, that's substantially more fleshed out. So here's the main front room. The tree in the background is not completely constructed yet, but the tree behind the throne is not completely full up yet. But the actual like architecture is complete. It's supposed to lead down into another little area, but that's not finished yet. So the actual interior of the original build that this is based on, um, I'm not sure. I don't think I actually have passages here, but I had like the main throne room, the little dungeon underneath it, and the individual throne rooms for Mania and Dementia. That's it. Like the other rooms that like feed off of it were part of that build. So like I had to go through and recreate all these additional details. So I haven't really furnished any. Well, I've done a little bit of furnishing, but not all the furnishing yet. There's supposed to be like, stuff in this. This area is entirely barren and dark. I haven't even lit it yet. Um, so there's pretty much nothing to see here. Move along, move along. The dementia side is a little more fleshed out, but there's still a few things that I need to like add in. I really like the Nether update having a blue flame has really helped. Like now, originally the torches were like just made of in the original build, the torches were just made of um, wool, dyed wool. And since blue flame was introduced, I just used actual flames. You just have to take care while jumping around here because obviously fire spread is off in this server, so we don't have to worry about that. Um, there's a little dungeon area here. Actually, there's supposed to be a cage here, but I just and some wall locked doors. So there's still a few things I need to add. And there's a little bedroom here that doesn't have anything in it furnishing wise. Currently, oh, there's this, but that's all. There's another little courtyard area that I need to furnish. And here's a fairly grand bedroom that again needs to be furnished, but there's some cool little details here still. Now the big thing is first I gotta show off. Get another secret passage. This definitely leads to somewhere. Is the Sire Bard? This isn't the complete dungeon. This is just the first um, section of it, but it's still rather elaborate. And there's like some statues that are supposed to be in the corners that I haven't built yet. There's this door which you have to push a button here to unlock. It's probably the most elaborate part of the entire dungeon to have to recreate. It's probably one of the most elaborate things to recreate in terms of redstone. So when you come in here in the original dungeon, you walk through here, and then there's some doors that open, and some guards come out and attack you. So I have a tripwire here, and a T flip flop underneath it, and it goes to a bunch of sticky pistons. And as you're going, you can reset the whole thing. To like, even recreate the scene, you like wait here for Fred to pop in. Um, so we can just see that there's some light sources up there. This is just like a little mining area that I added just to like ditch some stuff, I think, mainly. But this is like the actual like end. And there's like a loading screen and then an entire second section of the dungeon, which I might try to recreate eventually. Um, Of course, I can't really do anything about these bats. It happens to be some dark sections of this room, so as for when I'm probably gonna be playing on PS5 when I get it, probably Bugsnax, um, possibly a little bit of Spider-Man. I'm not sure if I'm playing the Miles Morales since I haven't played the actual main game yet. I mean, another possibility for that would be to just play it a little bit, then start with a fresh save. When I actually play it officially. And of course, like the final possibility would be to just start playing it, then continue playing it, when I get to it, basically. And of course, there's a lighting glitch here. I think it's actually all there is to really show here. I could show off some of the other features of my other Minecraft realm. I also like check some of my PS4 games and see how much better they look on PS5. There's even a chance that like I won't officially be streaming PS5 until um Saturday. Ideally not. Depends on how early in the day it ends up arriving. Or if it ends up arriving on Friday at all, like currently that's the estimate, so I'm it actually just shipped today, and since Finger Hut is like one state away, adjacent from my state, it's effectively like Amazon shipping. Like the original estimate when the label was created, or Actually, no. After the label was created, like once it was like over the day they said the label was created, and then once the label was created before it arrived with GPS, it was saying uh, whoa, what God, are you trying to kill me? Okay, so these are I actually had to relocate these because I had them in another area of a town that I recreated them, but I also like added like the pipe for Mario and this like kind of stuff with a little Triforce symbol underneath it for a link. We have, of course, our mascot over there. There's we have to relocate from basically what I refer to as Castletown. This is the cathedral, which there really isn't much to say about the interior. If anyone wants to like flesh out the interior, feel free. It's just a little um city hall basically at this point. I should it's Crystal Place Manor, but I should probably just call it the city hall at this point. This is where I used to keep like cool stuff, but currently not so much. Um, Here's our honey farm. I think the bees are probably all in. Okay, yeah. There's bees here. Oh God, they're the bees! This is the ultimate farm. It's just about every farmable item is here. There's even a cow in the ground. For some reason. Um, there's a little hedge maze over here. A little another good community chest sort of area here. Another mansion, a big fountain. This is pretty cool. This might be the last thing I show before I call it a night. This is the Amplitude Amphitheater. I don't know if I actually added text to it yet. Nope, I haven't actually added the text to it. I hear you, but like originally I think I had some like large text up here, but this is entirely my creation. Um, and it's in also my mastery of redstone. Uh, for some reason, someone put a honey block here. I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. It's like someone bought beef on a honey block here. Um, so anyway, so that's and pyrotechnics, which are actually kind of expensive, so I'm probably not gonna do that again. Um, I think the only thing I can't actually do from the control booth right now is uh put out the pyro chasers. So the ceiling chasers, um, the ground chasers, in my creative build of this, I actually like used command blocks, but of course since we're doing legit survival, um, I can't do that. And I think there's a few fancier things I could do, like I could um with command blocks, like I could have a thing where I can make the light just be static. Um, I might eventually try to employ something like that, but like this is getting all of this set up was pretty complicated. This is in terms of like transmitting redstone signals. I think like yeah, there's some stuff like behind these walls, if I remember correctly. Like sending the redstone signal down with like torches. The original build I had some like pyrotechnic stuff back here, but no longer. Like just or not like fireworks. Yeah, but I don't really have much of a reason to recreate that since fireworks tend to require a lot of stuff that you can only get in higher difficulties. So like gunpowder. This is for the ground chasers. Um, this I believe is what's carrying the signal from the control booth. I should not even torch that base. It's like a little spiral configuration. And it's like, yeah, I have like one little signal going underneath. And get a little repeater set up here. And, up. And like, yeah, if it's just like free of frequencies, like, I don't know, like, it's just, there's a lot of maintenance stuff here. Um, and push this backstage. Here's this is like my own original redstone. Vertical shaders are my own redstone creation. I think I've done it. I may have done a tutorial on this at some point. Um, it's like so simple that you could like just recreate it from looking at it. Like just get still a little bit, and you could really easily figure out how it works. Like you program it with these repeaters that are like set to like 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3 ticks to determine which direction you want it to go in. And all I do is like create a very basic clock, um, send a pulse to it, and bam, you've got your a vertical phaser. At least figures it can only be 4 blocks high. Actually, I don't have a door here. In my original build there was like a piston door here. I think there may not be any room for it with the way that it's set up right now. So I have to come up with like another idea. I know no idea how I would do a door or like anything other than like a basic um. Why can't I see more? I can actually. Well, this one account was created solely to harass me. Someone's a let's see here. Okay. Like an advertiser for Discord for small streamers. Might be interesting. Um, sorry I didn't respond. The message got auto moderated. Um, uh, but for some reason, these freaking big follows bullshit. Like they're literally like, huh. I'm kind of wondering how they get past like any kind of automatic moderation. Um, hey, how do I get out of here? Oh, here we go. Like, here. Duh. Um, I can also clear the chat again. You don't said anything particularly constructive. I mean, other than the comment about me being scam. It's something I started working on and kind of abandoned it. But still fairly impressive. I still have like I still a lot of dirt here too. Um, this is like a dance club um concept that I started. Um, actually, this is like one of the ideas I had for making a taller vertical chaser. I can't remember how exactly how it's set up. Yeah, it's like just setting up pulse up um redstone torches. That's literally all it is. And some of these, I don't know. It's been a while since I did it, so but yeah, it might give you a little bit of an idea of how it works. And this is I believe huh. I don't believe this is a clock. Actual clock is somewhere. It's hidden. Um, I'm not going to show every little thing, but I can give a full tour of everything. But I'm going to show up just the exteriors of a few more buildings. So, this is the Tendo Dojo from Round 1/2. If you want to defeat the owner and Savage Combat, you need to use the rear entrance. There's a library, which is kind of basic. I forget if it's still a few of the bookshelves from it, but I think this is bookshelf. Like, the main bookshelves are all still there. I mean, like, the whole point of the library is borrowing, so I borrowed a bunch of bookshelves. Like, there's a bunch of bookshelves that are supposed to be around these corners here. I think. Might be remembering wrong, but it's a number of things here are recreations of Keralis with some modified material usage. See, get the credit for this fountain. That's video by Thomas Schleginski. There's a community storage shed which currently has a whole bunch of dirt and cobblestone and granite and andesite and diorite. There's other like miscellaneous things. Yeah, find a lot of stuff to like get yourself started building. At least if you need some very basic materials. A grill here, yeah, a hot tub here, a tennis court, and then a recreation of the maze from Simulator 2, I believe. I'm very fascinated by hedge mazes. I'm hoping at some point to try and do the maze from The Shining. This is a recreation of the high school from the 4. The interiors aren't really fleshed out for the most part, but I think well, so far we only had nurse stuff. The nurse's office barely fleshed out. There's a little tree house here. This is a Victorian mansion by I think Akia Nerve, based on a design by Akia Nerve. I actually built it myself and did a few little modifications here and there to the design. Again, this is all done in Survival, so it's extremely time consuming. Um, Here's another Keralis design. Again, with a few modifications here and there. Actually, I think uh, this may have even been like had a few elements from other people, from the person who like fleshed it out. Because he never actually like, finished the video, so um, shows like 3 people's credit for this. It's Keralis Cave. Yeah, it's basically it. Oh yeah, like there's something like pretty cool. I think we can kind of finish off on. Got kind of a more primitive road design down this way. I need to work on having the grass grow down here. Actually, grass is never gonna grow here. I don't know why I didn't put down some grass spot. This is my three-dimensional recreation of Blobos from Chrono Trigger. I could probably originally supposed to be bone, And I could probably like now that I have a sword that I can like just get kill slaughter fish, slaughter some fish. Um, I kind of look at like the birch for his spines. Plus, this is like a lot of work getting it like constructed, so I don't want to have to like redo all that material anyway. So, and my one of my creative versions of this actually had a much deeper crater, but I only like do that deep of a crater. And actually, I did do a recreation of like the creature inside Lavos um, in one of the versions of the build. I guess I didn't get around to it to do it yet, but like the interior looks pretty cool too. Like you thought the so that's my little update on uh, what's going on with my channel and what I've been working on. There's a link to the Minecraft realm, a bit link for you those of you on Twitch for YouTube. It should be in the description somewhere if you want to check it out, contribute anything, or just take a look around. So here's a lot of patrons. We have free basic tiers. Any first time contributors will see a shout out beyond that. Mega patrons will always receive a shout out as long as they remain at that tier. Also, patrons can add something to the reserve list, which is explained in a little more detail on the Patreon page. Um, but regardless of how much you contribute to, you'll get to put whatever you contribute toward a game of choice from this list. If you donate, if you're insane enough to donate $20, um, you can add something to the reserve list, which is basically the list below this list. Um, so basically, we'll be moved into the main list uh, if I decide to like, drop something or um, if I play something, then your game will get reserved into the main list. That's effectively it's the shortest way to explain it. Um, so if you're watching a VOD, not sure why you would be because this is just literally news. Um, but anyway, um, you go to patreon.com/plays to find the most updated list, and yeah. So so this the outro screen for Dragon Quest 8, which I may or may not play a little more of tomorrow. I'm thinking rather than continuing to grind, I'll probably just go to the next dungeon with the the XP bonus, the XP and gold multiplier still on, and then just do that until I have enough. Keep it on until I have enough gold to afford the next equipment upgrade. Then get that equipment upgrade once I'm done with whatever the next dungeon is. That's like roughly what my plan will be. Um, yeah, may actually have to make something a little bit if I'm having to delay it until like midway next year. Um, but anyway, thanks for watching. Um, there's a bunch of things you can do besides Patreon if you like. You said it through time. Thanks to those two, Brewster and Aaron McMahon, and to all of you thanks who are still around. Thanks for watching. And until next time, sign off.